And we are on with the legendary drummer of Def Leppard, Mr. Rick Allen, the Thunder God in town, showcasing his latest art collection and his personal works as well. Mr. Allen, the Thunder God, hey, you kept the, I guess you're bringing the sun out here, and you really kept the snow and rain away. How about that?
Well, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, I'm going ahead with everything. I'll be over there between 1 and 4 today. So, I encourage people to come out to King of Prussia Mall and come and see my art collection.
That's right, at the Wentworth Gallery there in King of Prussia Mall, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, malls on the East Coast there from 1 to 4. Rick, tell me about, when you first got into the visual arts and how you did that and how it differs from musical expression.
It's actually, in terms of where I go when I play music or, make art, it's pretty much the same. It's, it keeps me in the moment. And it's to me, it's really healing, the fact that I can express myself in another way and also do myself a lot of good, it's really cool. I actually started when I was young, and then I got into music, and then I started painting with my youngest daughter, and I just it's a great way for me to connect with people.
It's amazing how many artists, musical artists, also find expression and outlets in painting as well. Have you found that as well? I mean, have you found that to be kind of maybe the same side of the brain working, I think?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like I say, it's just for me, it's a gift, and I like the fact that I can connect with people in a different way. When people meet me backstage at a Def Leppard show, it's normally really brief. We only get to spend a few minutes. And this is a really nice way for me to connect with, Def Leppard fans in a different way. So I'm really happy.
Speaking of Def Leppard, 2019, a big year for you, not just with your art collection, but of course being part of the 2019 class, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. Congratulations on that. And how does that feel?
It feels really good for all of us, and we had discussions towards the end of the last tour, and we were just really happy that so many people came out and voted for Def Leppard, and I'm hoping that had influence on the Hall of Fame in terms of why we're getting in there.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, too, because I think there's been talk in recent years of the fan vote, how much it counts, and, because there's industry folks in there, I think music managers, music journalists, so there's a lot of different votes that get tabulated, but, I mean, what have been your thoughts just on the organization as a whole and the fan vote side of it?
Well, you know what, we've been up there, I think we've been considered since about 2005, and, we never really paid much attention to it, because our fans are always really supportive, and the fact that it happened, I think, is brilliant, because it's the industry, recognizing how hard this band worked.
Yeah. And you guys have been through so much. I mean, you formed in Sheffield, England in the late 70s, right? Just tell me about, looking back, especially through just the trials and tribulations, I think in your own life, with the accident that happened and the loss of your arm, and then coming back to music and becoming the Thunder God. I mean, what do you make of just that journey and you guys really being, I think, bigger than ever in many years?
Yeah, you can imagine, when it happened, it was horrible. I didn't think I was going to be able to go on, but I got so much support from my family, from the rest of the guys in the band, and then people reaching out from all over the world. And, I found the power of the human spirit, and I was unstoppable at that point. So, I'm just, it's actually become a huge blessing that I went through something as horrible as that and survived it.
Yeah. And, looking back, too, I think especially I was watching some of the old interviews and videos, and, I wonder when you will be up on that stage, will you be thinking of Steve Clark, your former colleague and guitarist, who will also, I understand, be honored posthumously?
Anybody that was anything to do with the success of this band will be invited, and I think it's the right thing to do. And, we're just really grateful that we are where we are, and the fact that this band are busier now than we've ever been.
Yeah. You guys just wrapped up a tour with Def Leppard last year, and you're going to Canada, I think by summer. You'll be touring Canada, correct?
Yeah, we're going to be doing European festivals, and then a pretty sizable tour of Canada, which should be really cool. We're looking forward to it.
And just a couple more questions. How has it changed for you? Has it at all? I mean, more than 30 years, on that stage and playing these big shows. I mean, does it, do you love it even more now? I mean, when you think about how much time has passed and how the music industry has changed?
To me, it's a gift. I obviously, when I go away, I miss my family. And that's never easy. But the fact that I'm still doing this after so many years, and the shows seem to get bigger.
Mm. And I imagine you have certainly some big records on your wall, and to go along with your paintings and your visual works. Going back to painting in the gallery this weekend, what's been the response from folks? Just talk a little bit more about that. I mean, when they find out that you're someone who is had a major impact in music, but also in the art world now too.
As I say, it's a great way that I can express myself. It's another outlet for me, and people respond really well to the artwork, and it's great for me to hear, what people see in the artwork, and then, I can talk about what my intention was as I was making the art, and people's response has been really good. I couldn't be happier with with how this is moving forward.
Have you developed a relationship with the Philadelphia area? I mean, obviously, you've toured here, you've played here many of times over the decades, but is it, do you feel a certain connection to it also, when you bring your art to the community? Is it, that connection, does it feel different, or is it kind of, familiar territory?
It's familiar territory. I mean, people here certainly know how to have a good time. And, whenever you play concerts in this area, people lose their minds. It's great. I really enjoy, just the enthusiasm.
Yeah. Last question. Did you happen to get a cheesesteak or so, or a soft pretzel when you've been in the area, and do you have a favorite if so?
You know what? I'm the wrong person to talk to. I've been vegetarian since I was 21.
There you go. Okay, we won't use that part of the interview. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Well, Rick Allen of Def Leppard, thank you so much for your time. Again, congratulations on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, and you will be at the Wentworth Gallery in King of Prussia Mall from 1 to 4 this afternoon. Correct?
That's correct. I'll be there. Hey, thanks for the time, and I look forward to speaking with you again.
Likewise, thank you so much, and best of luck with the artwork and continued success, and with the upcoming tour and the induction as well. Thank you so much.
Okay, man. Stay warm.
You got it. I will. Bye-bye.
Hey.